So I gotta ask you guys a question. Do you think this is the worst Nike and Off-White collaboration? I'm seeing a lot of people say that. I'm seeing a lot of people hate these. And I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Honestly, I don't think these are that bad. Let's get straight into it in the review. So just before we get into it, let me just let you guys know, welcome to the Sneaker Circle. Thank you for checking me out. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, feel free to stick around, comment, tell me what you think about these. And hey, if you need any discounts on Reshoevnator, the link is in the description, the link is titled right here, and the link is gonna be at the end of the video. Whatever you want, go at your pace, do what you gotta do. Let's get straight into this shoe, and I gotta admit, I'm really liking these. This is the first sneaker release or Off-White Nike release since his untimely passing back last year in November. Yo, it was such a sad time, bro. I thought the news was fake. It was terrible. It was terrible. So getting these out the box, we have the Off-White packaging right here. We have just more packaging, and I feel like this packaging is a little whiter than we've seen, or no, like a little more blue. Like it has a bluer tint than past packaging. Then we have everything traditionally wrapped, how it is. And I must admit, these in hand aren't bad. This is that one shoe that in person looks better than it does in photos on feet. It's one of those like conundrums, All right, getting the other sneaker out. Here we go. And man, the first release since his past. The last release was the Air Jordan 2s, and just seeing these in hand, they've been leaked for such a long time. I had no idea how that heel was gonna work, but after seeing what the inspiration was and seeing how just experimental Virgil was trying to be with his sneakers, I just have this fond appreciation of them, Let me get this out and let's just start getting into this sneaker. So two of the things that I've noticed that have changed is this Nike Off-White box. You have that Nike, the swoosh with the registered logo. And then right here, you actually have the Off-White, just the logo they've been using lately. This is the same logo that is stamped on all of the dunks. So all the recent Off-White dunks that came out last year in that August timeframe, if I'm not mistaken, they have this on the sole. I think even the tags, the flocked tags have them now, or no. This one actually has nothing. This pair comes directly from Kith here in Miami, so no question on authenticity there. Here's a quick size tag for anyone that needs. Shout out to Machabaro on Instagram, one of my closest friends. He let me hold these for this review, so really hope you guys enjoy it. This is a Blazer Low 77, meshed with other shoes. Right here on this back, you can obviously tell it's not traditional when you think of, well, I guess what a Blazer silhouette is. A Blazer silhouette's that vulcanized sole, a court shoe, if I must say. And yeah, seeing that, I know the sneaker that it draws inspiration from is the Nike Air Terra Huma. That's like a shoe from 1997, so it's cool Virgil was looking into archives there. But seeing them mashed on this sole, I do wish they did a better job at trying to recreate his vision, because right now it just feels like a molded piece. It has no air bubble, it has nothing really. None of that tech that would have been cool to see integrated directly into the sole. Instead, it's kind of like molded onto the sole, kind of something that Sacai does. You can kind of see it right here on the bottom, how it just sits on the top. And I know when it comes to the sneaker, the two most diversifying features are the holes on the sneaker. So if you do not like holes or you have tryptophobia, this is not the sneaker for you. You're gonna hate that box as well. But it's also this sole. Now, I must admit, if they would have integrated it better into the sole, which I don't know how they could do that, which is why they probably didn't do that. Because again, this is just a vulcanized rubber sole. Having something molded to fit that in there, it would have been great. And we did kind of see that with the Air Jordan 2s, because you did get a polyurethane sole, and it had almost a molding to imitate that aging and that cracking on polyurethane when you have older models. So he did a perfect job at recreating that, or at least Nike did a perfect job at recreating that. This, I can see where Virgil had it written in his books, where he wanted to just fuse those two aspects together. I just wish it was a little bit cleaner instead of just a paste job. But I don't know. Seeing that on this shoe is just, it's nice. It's nice. I like the vision. I like Virgil's experimental aspects when it comes to these sneakers. It kind of transforms it almost into a wearable piece of art. Which, again, it's not for everybody. It's for those who really want it. But I just love it. I just love it. Besides the box label, another thing they changed is the actual Off-White tag. So now you just have the Nike tag with off on it. So no off-white detailing, none of that. Nothing too crazy. This is the same, the made in China tag is always the same. I think I mentioned it, but this is the black tag that comes with the sneaker. There is no writing on it. Absolutely no writing on it. I probably can't catch it on the camera because it's so goddamn dark. But there is no writing on it, and I think that's cool. It's flocked. This isn't the first one that's been flocked. I know another colorway or another model has done it. So I'm gonna use these because I feel like I had those in my hand for way too long now. So when we're looking at these, we have all these holes that are just so apparent throughout the sneaker. So this is one shoe where your sock game has to be so on point. It's ridiculous. We have black laces with that right here. We have shoelace on the tips. We also have shoelace on the tips of these green neons. Again, we started seeing these green neon like overlay laces ever since he did it on the first original 3 colorway of the Dunks, the UNLVs, the Michigans, and the Pines. And ever since that, we've been seeing them on so many different sneakers. This being the latest of those, like that lineup. We have that low 77 swoosh right there on the side. I'll try my best to get it into focus. I mean, I like how thin it is, and it's like dodging those holes like crazy. I do like this change in material. So right after the vulcanized midsole, you do get like this layer of canvas that kind of wraps around as a binding. It kind of reminds me of just skate elements and what people would look for when like you were looking for skate shoes. You'd have the sole that could wear down like slowly, plus some reinforcements besides just leather. So, you know, when you're doing kick flips, when you're doing ollies, this just doesn't rub away. And it makes me wonder, is that why he chose the 77 model instead of just like a regular Blazer low, or however the case may be? One thing I'm noticing on both pairs as well is that the holes are pretty centralized. So you have seen other sneakers in the past. So if you look at 5s, at the Air Jordan 5s, actually I can grab them. Hold on. So here's another shoe that features kind of holes when it comes to it. You did have these removable pieces on the Air Jordan 5, the off-white in both colorways, where it was pretty standard. You had 2 on one side and you got 2 on the other side right here. The only difference is that on this shoe, the tongue is kind of perfect, but on the left shoe, you did have a big hole on the tongue. So it kind of showed like almost a difference, and I thought that was super dope. Yeah, these are super used, but I just wanted to say that this isn't the first sneaker he did with holes in it, you know? And I decided to grab my pair of Grim Reapers, because this is the first, well, not the first colorway he did, but this was a pack of just what he was doing. And the thing about it is this silhouette, I feel like everything he did on this sneaker, he did it on other Nike sneakers as well. So he kind of had a pattern. He had this deconstructed pattern. You saw it on the Air Forces, he did it on Air Maxes. Basically, he just grabbed the same styling and just did it on different sneakers. So when you come to see what he was doing in his final days and like those plans he had to just be more experimental, I love to see it. I love to see that he was just looking into testing different things. And man, it sucks that he's gone now, but I hope he's in a better place, you know? So my final thoughts on these are gonna be pretty simple. I like them. They're definitely not the worst Off-White Nike collaboration. I think the Nike Vapor Street, this pair right here, is gonna hold that title for a good while. These were so dope. If I can snag these in my size, I will. Let's take final looks at this shoe, and please drop a comment down below if you agree with me. If you disagree, let me know why. Again, these aren't gonna be for everybody, but I guess last little look around, we have the Nike Air right here. 1977 Oregon, USA. I think 1977 is when the Blazer, I really hope I haven't said Converse at any time in this video. It's when the Blazer model first came out. Here we go, Nike Low, Off-White for Nike, Beaverton. Black tab right here, which is cool because I didn't expect, I don't know, you usually see different colors here. Big pet peeve, these greens don't really match, but there has to be a reason for that. You can't doubt Virgil. Other shoe, pretty much the same. Here's the front in that, and it's kind of wild. So right there you're seeing the cardboard. You take that out, and I'm telling you, yo, You can't wear this with no socks. Don't be that person. I know I see a lot of pictures online of people doing it with like the cloth Air Maxes. Please don't be that person. Just please don't be that person. Or be that person. Who am I to tell you? All right, so this is where I'm gonna end that review. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking me out. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for having me on your screen, and thank you for joining me. I will see you guys in the next video. Probably a pair of dunks. Let's find out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.